If the ivory-billed woodpecker is still alive, the man-eaters that fill the habitat in the brutal terrain could explain how it's avoided detection. At 20 inches tall, with a wingspan of 3 feet, the ivory-billed woodpecker was the largest woodpecker in North America. So large that a mating pair needed 10 square miles to themselves just to find enough food to survive, and records show the last known ivory-billed died in 1944. Jump ahead to 2004, and suddenly dozens of sightings are reported. The footage is compelling, but it was filmed in the suburbs, and this bird was known for being reclusive. So it's not exactly the area I'd expect to find one on first glance.
The ivory-billed woodpecker, even when abundant, is an animal that's next to impossible to capture footage of. All of the video evidence that does exist is basically a black speck darting through the woods. So the goal on this expedition is to get something conclusive to say that the ivory-billed woodpecker is indeed still down here in the southern United States.
But I'm excited to meet Mike either way. He's an avid birder, and he sounds very convinced.
This is the place where you saw the bird, right?
Absolutely. It's actually about the size of a red-tailed hawk.
That big.
And one of my friends told me, man, that could be an ivory-billed woodpecker.
No
So
kidding.
I started researching it a little bit, and I found the call on YouTube. So my sophisticated setup was an iPad and a Bluetooth speaker box. And as soon as I played it, I saw a woodpecker coming from the back of the property, flew to the front of the property, and landed right there at that hole. That's the video that I sent you.
And when it flew off, could you see white on the underside of its wings?
Definitely saw white.
100%.
Unmistakably saw white.
While famous for its white, or ivory bill, it's actually the white plumage running along the underwing that most easily distinguishes it from other woodpeckers. And that's what we're looking for.
There's a hole, but what's really fascinating is at the top of the tree, it looks like the bark's been peeled back. You see how there's that kind of big hole on the left-hand side?
Yeah.
That is characteristic of an ivory-billed woodpecker. A pileated woodpecker drills holes to get into the grubs, whereas the ivory-billed would actually peel the bark back. And if you see at the very top of that tree, the bark has been peeled back. Huh.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But it looks like nobody's home today. Dating back to 1935, this is the only known recording of the ivory bill's distinct call.
That sound is called a Kent. So I'm just projecting that out into the woods, hoping any bird in the area, any ivory bill would come in to investigate.
While I wait for an ivory bill to respond to my 83-year-old recording, the team has a camera trained on the nest over by Mike's house. Guess who gets lucky first?
Mitch and Boogie see a woodpecker.
They have what?
There's 2 woodpeckers right here.
Okay, that's crazy. They've seen a nest and they're staring at 2 woodpeckers right now. We gotta go see. If we found an ivory-billed woodpecker on day 1, the rest of this expedition is gonna be partying in downtown New Orleans. Where do you guys see them? Oh yeah, look at them there. It is really beautiful. But those are red-bellied woodpeckers.
I had a feeling it was too good to be true. We are in the Louisiana Bayou, closing in on a woodpecker that's larger than any others we've seen on this expedition.
So we just tracked down this bird, and it's definitely the big woodpecker that I first spotted and I saw from the drone. He is a giant woodpecker. But sadly, it's not an ivory bill, it's just an abnormally large pileated.
The bill is clearly black and no white band under the wings. While I do believe there's enough suitable habitat here to support ivory bills, I've exhausted all my leads on foot. So I need to collect all those trail cameras and see if they've had any more luck than I have.
I've got all my cameras back, including my decoy cam. And I'm gonna start looking through some of the footage.
With nearly 40 trail cameras to review, this could take some time. First, our special suet feeder cameras.
Oh, beautiful. Got a little blackbird here calling.
A lot of blackbirds stopped by, but no ivory bill. At least someone appreciated my recipe.
Now to have a look at our woodpecker cam. See how that did. I'm really hoping that this little camera right here has the proof that we've been looking for. Let's see how we do. Oh, that's pretty interesting. So this clip starts with a flash, and I've got a freeze frame of it right here, and all you can see is a belly and a wing, and the belly and the wing is clearly black and white.
The white lining the bottom of the wing effectively rules out the pileated woodpecker.
What that indicates to me is something came in and hit this and attacked it and then flew away. There's only two things that should attack an ivory-billed woodpecker. One is a very large bird of prey, which this is clearly not based on the wing structure. The other is a rival ivory-billed woodpecker.
It's not detailed enough to be definitive, but this could possibly be footage of the holy grail bird itself.
I don't know what else would attack a decoy ivory-billed woodpecker other than an ivory-billed woodpecker.